I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Welcome back to the Quarter Mile Podcast. Welcome back to the world of action movies. In the quarter, we survived our spooky season. It is
I'm still in my spooky season.
you're still yeah. I guess technically we're still in October as we record this. I'm just glad that we're out of scary movies.
Why?
I mean, it was good. It was a fun experience.
Did you enjoy
But
it?
yes, I enjoyed it. But then when I watched today, we're talking about National Treasure, and when I turned on National Treasure to watch it last night, it was just like putting on an old jacket, like an old comfy, like, oh, this is my genre again. Like this is, but you know, I did enjoy the scary movies that we watched.
Okay, good.
As I've been editing the episodes, I've enjoyed it was a fun experience, a little bit of a broadening of my horizon.
Well, I'm glad you came over to my side. I'm not the excuse me, the scary person, but I do enjoy scary more than I like to jump.
Now, before we get into National Treasure, we got some big news for just everyone listening. Now that we're nearing the end of season 3, we're actually nearing we're nearing the end of our podcast ride for now. We're gonna take a bit of a break after
a bit of hiatus.
Yeah, so we're doing this week. We're covering National Treasure. Next week, this might be a shocker to a lot of y'all. We're covering National Treasure 2. And then on our last week, which will kind of serve as the season and series finale for now, we'll be covering Sweeney Todd, which won the People's Choice vote. So that is, and we've drifted so far past Fast and Furious when we cover Sweeney Todd. Like we're so beyond. But that's the beauty of
Fast
and Furious is they have driven so far away from car movies that the further we get from Fast and Furious, the more we're staying true to our Fast and Furious themed podcast. But that would be podcasts are meant to be fun. When you're making a podcast, they're meant to be fun. You're supposed to be able to do it with your free time, and and it takes a lot of work and time and stuff to put on a good podcast. And CJ, both of us are kind of in some life transitions right now.
Yeah,
we've got a lot going on.
Yeah, you do. You have a
lot. And so I'm experiencing some transition and plugging into more things and kind of just figuring out how to use my time to the best of the ability.
Using your time.
But CJ, let's talk about you for a second. You are a star currently in Nashville 911.
Thank you.
So how tell us about that. What's that like? What's that experience?
It's fun. I enjoy. And if you don't know who Mackenzie Porter is, she's an up and coming country artist.
Mm-hmm.
She's the wife or the soon to be ex-wife because she just turned in her divorce papers to Ryan Hart.
Ooh.
So I'm enjoying working with the stars. I'm enjoying being Nurse Eleanor Foster, who is the lead nurse of West Village Hospital.
It's so cool though. That's
yeah,
very cool, and it's been wonderful to see just a lot of people in your circle celebrating you and supporting you, what you're doing, and
I appreciate that. Yeah, because
so,
I couldn't tell anybody.
Yeah,
Disney had us on lock and key.
Yeah, you were. It was a secret for a while.
It was a secret for a while. You knew.
I knew. Yeah, you told me pretty early on, but we swore me to secrecy.
Right.
So
he knew because he's like my family. So.
Yeah. So yeah, when you meet every other week to talk about random action movies, you are allowed to also hear about when people are cast in big television.
Yeah. So I've been filming since May, and I'm not done until January. So I'm still shooting.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Last time I was on set was last week.
What is your favorite thing about being on a big set like this? Like, what's been the coolest part of the experience for you?
I think the fact that when I first got back to set, the AD of the whole thing knew who I was and was like, "Crazy CJ." I was like, "Oh, I didn't want to be remembered
crazy
like
CJ."
Not crazy CJ, but I like the fact that when I go to set, it's like I'm being with you. It is very welcoming. It is very comfortable. I love the representation. The women, it's women writers, women directors, the men that are the directors. They cool. I mean, it's just such a great working environment. It
Yeah.
really is. I haven't, and it's hard because I've never done anything this big before. So this is.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm cautiously expecting it to lead to other big things for you. And so that's why we're like, CJ's gonna be busy too. So both of us have lives, and so we're gonna take a little break in a few episodes. But keep up with us on all of our social medias, the Quarter Mile Podcast, on everything you do. That's enough about promotion. Let's get into the reason that we're all here, which is the national treasure. That is Nicolas Cage is the national treasure.
He is America's national treasure.
Yeah.
That's who we're talking about, people.
We're talking about Nicolas Cage, and while we're at it, we might as well talk about National Treasure. Let's get into this movie. So National Treasure came out in 2004 and is directed by John Turteltaub. I don't know.
I didn't know it was 2004.
Yep, 2004. Yeah, feels like a while ago, huh?
It does. Yeah. It feels like it came out in the 90s.
Yeah, no, it was just 2004. I was still in high school at the time. This is one of those movies that I have seen a few times, but it was nice because I haven't seen it in a while. So last night when I was watching it, it did kind of feel like a new movie to me. So.
See?
So it had a budget of $100 million. How much do you think it made, CJ?
$100 million.
Also, like, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money in 2004. $100 million. And so the budget was $100 million. I'm going with $250.
Okay, it was 347.5.
Okay, I was way off, but still, they made a lot. Money. I was one of the people that was in the movies watching it.
Yeah, they made some of my money. But yeah, no, it was a big budget film that made an even bigger budget. So So our actors in this movie, the cast, Nicolas Cage, of course, played Benjamin Gates. Diane Kruger played Abigail Chase.
Diane Kruger.
Justin Bartha played Riley Poole. He had some of the best lines in the movie.
He did.
He was funny. Ian Howell played Sam Bean, or as I like to call it, Ian Howell plays the bad guy in every movie that he's ever in.
He does.
He does a good job of it. He's a bad guy. Yeah, he's a good.
And if you want a bad guy, I'll be okay with being typecast. If you want to typecast me as the bad guy, let me be the bad guy.
You could do a good bad guy, but I think I'd rather see you as a good guy.
Like, I would be a good guy if I could be, or if I'm typecast as the sister, then let me be I'm okay with, people like, I don't want to be typecast. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, but shit, let me get in the door.
I don't know. Like, typecast means regular work, so I'd be kind of cool with it too. I get that. So,
Jennifer Washington is the Hollywood mother.
Yep.
She's Hollywood's mom. So
yeah, I like that. I think I've often thought, like, I wouldn't mind being typecast.
And if you need a crazy man, why wouldn't you call Nicolas Cage?
That's true. Wonder how many times he's acting and just being Nicolas Cage.
Exactly, he's being himself.
So the other two
great man, Savannah.
Other two actors we had in this of note were John Voight, playing Patrick Gates, and then Harvey Keitel, who played the cop Sadusky. So I know I missed saying both those names, but did I miss anyone of note, CJ? I feel like those were the main cast, but
that was the main cast.
Yeah,
that was the main cast.
So here's some fun trivia about this movie. On the DVD, the director says that the initial rough cut was around 4 hours long. You're right over there. That trivia almost gave CJ a heart attack.
What?
Can you imagine watching
4 hours long?
They had to rewrite the Declaration of Independence. That's exactly in the movie. What happened. So yeah, that is a long time.
And we're gonna get into that, but Jesus Christ,
I can't. Oh, do we have some long 3-hour movies? Have we ever had a 4-hour movie? We don't need a 4-hour movie.
I think the longest movie that was worthwhile that I ever saw was Schindler's List.
Okay, that was a good movie.
That was a good movie. Roots,
other good movie. I'm one of those 2 hours is pushing it for me.
I'm trying to think of what Gone with the Wind.
Yep. But yeah, other than that, and none of those were like 4 hours, right? No,
because Roots was a series.
Okay.
Which kept going. Yeah. Gone with the Wind, if I'm not mistaken, is about right at 2 hours.
Yeah. The closest, the thing I think.
And Schindler's List is.
So 2 hours, but nowhere near like 4 hours.
Let's see how long Schindler's List is.
Except for the Snyder cut of Justice League, which That was
Y'all, Drew is stupid,
that
man. Drew is
that was a long after that movie I wanted some of those hours back in my life.
Chandler's.
As you're looking that up, I'll give you guys another fun fact, which is so in the Washington D.C. segment during the planning stage of the burglary, burglary, the movie cut
3 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay, so still pretty long, but not 4 hours.
Not 4 hours.
We don't need movie directors. We don't need a 4-hour movie.
We don't.
So this trivia says in the Washington D.C. segment during the planning stage of the burglary, the movie cuts to an external shot of a building at the Potomac River, presumably where the bad guys are planning their attempt.
The Potomac River.
Yeah, the Potomac Meadow. And so the building that they showed where the bad guys were at planning in this D.C. heist was the Watergate Hotel.
Shut up.
That's the words I read. Which it's fun. There's all kinds of little details that they put into this movie.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. And then I don't know. We'll see if you appreciate this fun fact. We'll see if the audience appreciates the fun fact. I thought it was fun because it harkens back to a part of my middle school life. But while Gates is attempting to decipher the first clue on board the Charlotte, Shaw suggests prison, then Riley says Albuquerque. See, I can do it too. Snorkel. This is a reference to the Weird Al Yankovic song Albuquerque about a man's journey to Albuquerque to retrieve his lucky snorkel.
I did not.
Do you know of that song?
I do.
Yeah, that is so in middle school.
I'm a big Weird Al Yankovic fan.
Same. And I memorized every word to that 11-minute song. And for one of the talent shows, like my friend did like the musical part of it, and I like did the verbal for the take. I did the whole song. We did it, and so yeah.
I have a fun fact.
What's that?
Did you know that when they were in by the reflection pool, when they were sitting in front of the Lincoln Memorial,
yeah,
and that the reflection pool, that pool was drained, so they had to CGI the
wow,
because they were draining it for maintenance.
Okay,
so that was the only during that time, but they CGI'd it.
Man, but you would have. I remember that scene, and I would have had no idea that it was CGI reflection.
It was the pool the reflection pool was drained. It might be destroyed now.
Yeah.
But the reflection pool was drained for maintenance.
That's crazy. And it's just crazy that so they saw that problem, and one of like the technician people were like, don't worry, we can CGI water and reflection in. Like,
can you believe that in 2004?
That's a fantastic, like what a cool skill set. And then the last little fun fact I have is when Ben is investigating the dead and treasure room near the end,
okay,
and discovers the keyhole for Charlotte's pipe, a few bars of the underscore are from Pirates of the Caribbean, Pirates of the Black River.
Stop! It sure is.
Yeah, which both and so because both of this movie and that movie were Jerry Bruckheimer and Walt Disney Pictures projects. So
you'll be sleeping on Jerry Bruckheimer.
But you know what? Here's the crazy thing. When I read that, the reason it was interesting to me is because like I picked up on that when I listened. I was like, why does this sound so familiar? And that was what it was.
Y'all be sleeping on Jerry Bruckheimer. Shouts out to Jerry. He is I like him.
He's got some good music.
He's got good music out here, man.
But yeah, that's the trivia. That's any other random fun facts that you have, or you have a golden egg. What is this prop that we've brought, CJ?
Or is it a lemon?
Oh, it's a lemon.
And what do we use this lemon for?
To cut up and put lemon juice on our salmon.
We do. Or we use it as a reactant.
Oh, and that's what we use to see stuff like on the back. I mean, I'd prefer salmon, but that's good too.
I mean, I do prefer salmon or a nice lemonade.
Absolutely.
But apparently this thing right here can help you decipher and decode messages. And
because then you got to dry it out,
you
right?
Dry it out. Look,
I would love it if you brought a secret message as well. If that was your third prompt.
I thought it was. I tried it. It didn't work. But I will try it the next time for maybe National Treasure 2.
I was in well, now you've set a trend. I mean, literally for the previous 2 episodes when we were doing Child's Play and we were doing actually we started with Freddy Krueger
We did.
and Child's Play
Yeah.
and The Conjuring, and then here with the Lemon, you've brought props each episode.
So who knows? Next, so
that's my challenge to you. We have 2 more episodes left, CJ. We need Todd prop and we need a National Treasure too.
Or is our prop? This is the thing for Drew. He will have to find out because this is a treasure. He has to go on a hunt of what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, it's all together.
It's all together.
At the end, it'll all connect. I'll be like, oh, that's why she had the claw.
That's why I had the.
That's what the lemon. That's weird. That's fun. Come back next week.
I figured you would like that.
We'll see. We'll have a little treasure hunt on the podcast. So,
I'm going down right here. Okay, no.
Yeah. Well, that's some fun facts about
I love it.
National Treasure. We have some fun props. If you're listening to us, check it out on the YouTube. You can see a hairdryer and a lemon, but it's a lot cooler when you think about what they could do. And now in case you were listening to this episode, like, man, I wish I knew what National Treasure was about. Boy, do we have a treat for you. We actually invited Nic Cage, or the spirit of him, through CJ to come tell us about the movie in this AI plot summary. So CJ, the floor is yours whenever you're ready to get your Vixen superpower on and channel Nic Cage.
All right, let me see if I can do this. Hi, I'm Ben Gates, treasure hunter, man of action, keeper of secrets, wearer of turtlenecks, and I'm about to steal the Declaration of Independence. Why? Because it's the only way to save it. Let me back up. My family has been chasing a mythical treasure for generations, a treasure so vast it makes Fort Knox look like a piggy bank. The founding fathers hid it, the Knights Templar guarded it, and my grandpa told me bedtime stories about it while I was still in pull-ups. Everyone thinks we're crazy, but I know the truth. The truth is real, and the map to it, hidden in invisible ink on the back of the Declaration of Independence. So naturally, I break into the National Archives. But I'm not the bad guy. That's Sean Bean. He's British, which in this movie means definitely evil. He wants the treasure.
We're shitting on the British so much in this movie.
Shitting on the British so hard. He wants the treasure for nefarious reasons, probably to buy more turtlenecks. I don't know. I want it for America, for history, for the vibes. I team up with Abigail Chase, a museum curator with a PhD in sass, and Riley Poole, my tech guy, who looks like he's allergic to sunlight. Probably is. Together we form the most awkwardly charming trio in cinematic history. We decode clues like the secret lies with Charlotte, and here's at the wall, which somehow leads up to the church, a pipe, a brick, and eventually a tomb full of gold so shiny it could blind a bald eagle. Along the way, I kidnap a founding document. I hack into the government servers using a laptop from 2004, escape a death trap from nothing but a torch of pure Cage intensity, and deliver monologues about liberty while dodging bullets. And eventually we find the treasure. It's real. It's massive. It's enough to fund every PBS documentary ever made. And I don't keep it. I give it to the world. Because I'm not just a treasure hunter. I'm a patriot with a flair for dramatic entrances and historically themed pickup lines. And that, my friend, is how I became the most intense man to ever whisper, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. And actually follow through.
That was great.
Was it good?
That was good. Yeah, I felt like Nic Cage was here to hang in with us.
If you're listening, Nicolas Cage, you're my favorite, and I love you.
Yeah, come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast. Especially the last one.
Yeah, the last one. I'll have you talk about Sweeney Todd. I
love that.
That's so. Here's some. So we're gonna get into some movie reviews before we do the fun ones we found online. We had some people respond to me when I asked about. And most of these are on Facebook. I think one was on Threads. Side note, Threads, which is usually like a cesspool of negativity. I've had a lot of fun asking about movies and random people responding to that. So
Threads can be cool.
So if you've responded to our Threads comments about any of these movies, thank you for not being a terrible person. If you've responded to other things I've put out on Threads, you are a terrible
Threads
person.
Can be cool.
Yeah. So this was William White, who responded on Facebook. He said, "I love them and the show." And then I didn't know. Did you know there was a Disney Plus National Treasure series?
No.
I didn't either. A different person, Dan Hansen, responded, "There was a Disney Plus series with a new adventure, but it had a female." He said, "But it had a female lead. Great references to the movie and cast members who made cameos." So,
As a teacher, that but makes it seem like, however,
right, yeah,
and disregard, and I'll be damned. That's what it feels like. You could have said, and they had a female lead, but they had a female.
but
You see how that sounds, sir? To the ear, it hits my ear hard. But
I got another butt for you that you can kiss. I don't know. That was
kiss my butt.
That was very hostile.
Oh, you can kiss my butt. But it had a female lead. Okay.
Other than that, it was a good movie.
Other than that, it was great. That's why you're toasting.
Yeah. Well, here's another one. This one came from Will Lasley. Will Lasley, who's he's coming on our podcast next week, actually.
Love Will.
And he was with us for Hobbs and Shaw. He'll be with us for National Treasure 2. And this is his opinion of National Treasure 1. Just a damn fun little family adventure flick.
I agree.
Cage, Kettle, and Bean are all great. I like how he used his character name and his original name. Although Justin Bartha's Riley is easily the most quotable. Love Christopher Plummer's cameo too.
Oh, I knew we were forgetting somebody. Yeah, so Christopher Plummer.
He played the grandfather. Just a real quick, just in there.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, that was a solid intro. That gave us a lot to get going with the movie.
He will always be the Knights Templar.
Yeah.
He will always be a Knights Templar.
Yeah, he's just majestic.
Isn't he?
Yes. So, and then one last, this one came from Malcolm Castle on Threads. He says, "It's a masterpiece, and the second one is also great, and it's a travesty that we don't have a third." And that's been a recurring thing is people, this is just like Fast and Furious. They're wanting the last movie to wrap up the sequel or the trilogy, and it just hasn't happened yet.
Well, I haven't seen National Treasure 2, so I'm very excited to.
I don't really remember it, but I do know that it does lead into like where you think like, oh, there's going to be a sequel.
Well, I'm really excited to watch it because I know I saw National Treasure at least like 3 times.
Yeah. These are good movies. These are fun, but if you're going to want to see the third one after the second one, and the third one hasn't come out yet.
Is it going to be made?
That's it. That's the national mystery of National Treasure. It's like that's the real treasure map as you're finding your way to the third movie.
If they do this like a Fast and Furious, that would be awesome.
That would be great. So
National Treasure.
I'm going to start placing bids though.
Like National Lampoon.
Like I'm going to ask people what they think is going to come out first: the third National Treasure, Fast X Part 2, or Jesus Coming Back. Because at this point, all three of them are pretty like it's taken a while for all of them. So, but now
I want to look. Now I'm like you. I'm on a hunt now.
I know, like that's so frustrating when we watch these good movies that open up for a sequel that just hasn't come out yet. Then years go by, and you're like, "Is it still coming out yet?" That's a pet peeve of mine. That's what that is.
I agree.
Speaking of people that are peeved. Boy, do I have a negative movie.
Oh Lord, I know this is your favorite.
I brought a good review that we'll say after this one to kind of put us back in a nice place. But some people get very offended by movies when they watch them, and this
don't understand.
This person was very offended by National Treasure. So
okay, let me hear
it. A 1-star review from IMDb, and of course, the IMDb reviews, you get to see that they put titles on the review. So this one's title is "Propaganda Film for the Brainless." Okay.
Okay, keep going.
After sitting through this pile of dung, my husband and I wondered whether it was actually the product of an experiment to see whether a computer program could produce a movie. It was that listless and formulaic. But the U.S. propaganda thrown in your face throughout the film proves, disappointingly, that it's the work of humans. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I'm going to call you crazy. Anyway, call me a conspiracy theorist, but quotes like, "We have to steal the Declaration of Independence to protect it," seems like ways to justify actions like the invasion of Iraq. The fact that
what is this person and who is it? Keep going.
Did you not get that when he stole it?
Oh my God. This person has already, I don't Keep going.
The fact that Nicolas Cage spews lines like, I would never use the Declaration of Independence as a bargaining chip with a straight face made me and my husband wonder whether the entire cast took Valium before shooting each scene.
Did she know this was a movie?
No. The reasoning behind each plot turn and the new clue is truly ridiculous and impossible to follow. And there's a bonus side plot of misogyny with Dr. whatever her name was being childed by all the involved for never shutting up. She clearly is in the movie only for looks, but they felt the need to slap a doctor title on her character to give her some gravity. At one point, Cage's character says, "Don't you ever shut up?" And the camera pans to her looking poutily down at her hands like she's a child. Truly grotesque. The only benefit that this movie had was it was so astonishingly bad, you do get a few laughs out of it. The really scary thing is the majority of the people watching the movie with us seemed to enjoy it. Creepy.
Okay, so
what do we think, CJ? What's your response to this lady?
That's all she is I can give a lady. You do know that you are not Siskel and Ebert. So for this movie review, it's a movie, Mom.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she went into this with a political ideology. I really do.
That statement when she was like, "Doesn't that seem like a commentary on the war on
right?" I'm like, "What?"
Not even a little bit. No, it does not.
Not even a little bit. What are you talking about? What year did you watch this?
So and I checked that because I was like, "Is this with like a 2025 lens or whatever?" 2004, not long after it came out.
Okay, so she needs some dick in her life.
Hopefully, she got dick or therapy in the
Jesus
past
Christ
11 years or 20. Oh,
because I mean, she sounds that wasn't even a bad review. That was just an obscure.
She was just so hurt by this movie. Now some people lives are transformed for the better because of movies. And this next review is a person who really enjoyed the review. So the title in all caps is, "This film is so good." And here's what this person has to say. "I greatly recommend you get all of your friends to watch this film. I would die for this film." Again, all caps. Everyone in this film
Did you write this?
I did not. And this wouldn't be the movie that I'd be like, get all of your friends to go watch.
Right.
That would be Furious 7. Anyway, everyone in this film is amazing, and the plot and acting is amazing. You should watch it multiple times, like I have. Except for Nicolas Cage, I don't really like him because how the heck did he end up with that gorgeous woman? Ooh, that was a trick. So please watch this. Review the actors are all really, really good, and you'll be on the edge while you're watching the film. He needed to add to your seat, not just on the edge by itself with this review. Anyway, watching this film, nice reunions and nice character arcs. I do wish Riley had ended up with more credit for the find because he was there too.
He was.
He got a lot of credit though. They literally said,
give him all the credit.
But that's okay. Either way, this film is my favorite film, but the plot of The National Treasure 2 is better. So you better watch both of them.
Okay, I like you. Calm down. I think you're a sweet person. I want to give you a hug.
Yeah, he seems like he needs like human contact, friends.
A little contact, and maybe stay away from so much caffeine.
And actually, he wrote this review after drinking.
What year was that?
I think this was like 2006 or so.
Okay, that's
a little further away, but still. But that is fun though. We've read other people's thoughts and opinions. What did we think about this movie, CJ?
I always like this movie. I'm a Nicolas Cage girl. When it came out, I went to see it in the movies with me and my bestie. So I was glad to get it, but I've seen it a lot. So just to get a refresher, this is a good, what did they say, a family?
Yeah, a family adventure. Good,
this is exactly what that movie is. I don't have any problem sitting down if this movie is on in a hotel, if this movie comes on TV. I'm watching this movie.
And you can watch it with anyone around.
You can watch it with anyone.
It's not like you'd have to feel awkward if you're around like your mom or if you had kids. You had to be like, oh, don't watch that scene. Like,
everything about the movie was
and I think that was intentional in the movie's parts because they really went for that PG rating. I read that somewhere where like they were intentional about this is going to be a family friendly.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
the only thing I didn't like was the naming of the cast names.
Okay, yeah, they really did try to go into like the like Abigail Chase was based off of two different
Abigail Adams Chase.
And so
and what was his name? Ben
Gates, but Benjamin Franklin Gates.
Benjamin Franklin Gates.
Yeah,
and
so
like those were just two. I'm like, America is already boring. we don't have to be named boring.
Yeah,
either. Like
that is a good point.
If you think everything in America is named after the founding fathers, in every one of the 50 states, besides Hawaii and Alaska, I think it has a Jefferson Street, a Washington, a Lincoln,
of course,
there's a Madison Avenue somewhere.
We even have a Madison, Tennessee.
We have a Madison, Tennessee. We have a Hermitage, which is so. I'm like, y'all could have did something different.
They were laying it on a little bit thick there. Which and because I know, like in comedy, there's a thing called like explaining your jokes, where you're leading like way too much into it. And maybe they did that a little bit. What I did like about this movie was when it starts, you're kind of led to believe that like it's going to be a heist movie, like an Ocean's 11 movie.
Okay, see, the way that
the way it's going in, you're like, oh,
the narration of it, and
like, they're gonna steal the Declaration of the Independence. That's where this movie's going,
but not really, no.
But then there's like so much more to it, and I saw a few reviews that said something similar about how it's got a very Indiana Jones-esque like.
That's okay. So when I first saw it, that was what I thought. It was like, oh, this must be the new Indiana Jones for me.
Yeah, I kept waiting because he really did have a lot of Indiana Jones qualities. I kept waiting to find a hat and put it on, and like that's the
like him and Ben. Like I don't care what nobody say. That sidekick made the movie.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he did really well. He did. He had good quips. I liked the kind of banter, or I don't know if rivalry is the best word, between him and Abigail, because like they were kind of competing to be like Nic Cage's like number two.
Number two, yeah.
So, yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's like, keep her safe, and they both said, "We will."
We will.
That was a fun quote.
So I enjoyed him quite a bit. I think I liked the beginning of the movie the most, especially the intro, because of the narration. Anytime I hear a narration, and I'm such a theater person, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be really good. And then the way that the transition of the film from then and then in 1602, the Knights of Templar.
That was a cool,
I loved all of that.
That's it. And you're right. They did a really, because I do like narration if it's done right. Most of the times I feel like it's boring and kind of like thrown at you.
This one was not.
This one, they did a good job of like introing it and bringing you into that world.
Exactly. So, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, I mean, I can't say another. I'm glad when you said we were watching this movie, I was like, "Bet that's can we go get a hot dog?"
Again, I think this was one of your recommendations.
Was it? Oh crap!
throughout the season, I've gotten credits from CJ for all CJ's recommendations.
My bad,
and I'm cool with it.
My bad. I did. Oh, you're right, because this is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. No, the only thing I did was I saw that she said National Treasure, and I was like, well, we need to do the sequel as well. It didn't feel boring at any point in the movie for me, and I credit that to the story, like where they went with the story, and it was fun how like it was it was historical fiction, so like there was so similar to what the mean review said. There's so much BS that they said, like so much random, like that's not how it worked, but they said it in a convincing way where you're like, sure, that works.
Yeah,
just like in Fast and Furious, where like, yeah, if you land on a car, you're safe. I'm like, sure, I'm sure that's true about this monument that like.
I agree.
Yeah, and then the character development was very
man,
good, right? Like all of even the smaller, for lack of a better word, characters like his dad,
yeah,
which I really liked.
Told you so.
I really liked the fact that this is a guy who gave up on the vision, this vision and this theory and stuff like that, and he was, you could see he was hurt that his son was, quote unquote, ruining his life in pursuit of it.
And you looked at it as he was. I looked at him as like he wanted his son to succeed. He just didn't know how to push him the way he wanted to go.
Oh man, when you first see the dad in his house, he's like so ashamed that his son has put so much into this because he spent so much of his life into it. And he's like, it's just going to lead to more questions. It doesn't lead you. And then at the end, that resolution of he was with Nicolas Cage when they found the treasure. And suddenly that also gave him, validation for all the time that he spent into it. I thought that was beautiful.
I thought that his father was really his backbone. Honestly, I didn't think his father was his backbone. I thought the grandfather was his backbone. Yeah. The father was there, but because his grandfather was the one that was always telling him these stories, and his father was out searching, I felt like he was like, I'm just going to listen to my grandfather and meticulously go through this.
And they did a good job of painting the picture of, this is a disgraced historian or whatever with Nicolas Cage's character. They didn't heavy harp onto it, but like you knew that before the movie, before the plot you were seeing, there was a whole lot leading up to this character that led him to be in the place where he was. Like to the point where he even had to change his name when he entered, because people, if they heard his real name, they're like, oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I liked it a lot. I trying to think of something negative to say about the movie, and I don't have anything that.
The only negative thing that I had to say was the cast names. They weren't. I can't say they were negative. I was just like, oh, y'all could have did better.
Yeah, they were kind of boring. A little too on the nose.
That was y'all was just too on the nose with the cast names. Otherwise than that, from the time, especially when he read. And especially when he read that the most monumental piece of the movie, which applies to today, I think that it was, you had to have some type of movie magic in your head to know, like, come on, y'all, it's not real.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
It's fun and
inspirational, and maybe even a little patriotic. Like, I think this would be.
I think that was probably the most patriotic of the movie, when he sat there and read that real ass part of the Deck of Independence.
Yeah. And then he made the conclusion, like, I'm going to steal.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and steal this bad boy.
Yeah, you're right. That was a pretty important.
That was a true is lifted right out of the Declaration of Independence. So if you want to talk about something true, they had to have some type of realistic and realism. But all in all, it was movie magic and fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So that was cool. Well, let's rate it. Too Fast, Too Furious movie rating. What are we giving it?
You already know what I'm giving it.
You're giving it Too Furious. You hated it. Your life is less than because of it?
Nope. You know I'm giving it a Too Fast, man. I'm like this guy. You have to watch it. No, just
yeah. She wrote that review.
I wrote that.
Tell all of your friends.
It was me. No, I do give it a Too Fast, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is a movie that I can still watch with my parents. Mm-hmm. This is a movie that, if I'm on the road and I just want to put on something, I'm like, you know what? I'm not supposed to be driving and watching TV. This it won't distract me because I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So no, it didn't change my. Did it change my life? You know what?
Did it change your life?
You know what? It maybe made me more of a Nicolas Cage fan.
Okay.
So yeah, it maybe did change my life.
This does feel like, to me, one of his best movies.
It's 9mm.
That was such a creepy movie. That was such a. I think about that movie way more than I should. I saw
way more.
It was, and that was, you're right. That was peak Nicolas Cage.
Peak Nicolas Cage. But this, to me, I think 9mm was him at his prime. This, to me, was his stardom.
Yeah.
This was his start. This is
when he came like everyone knows him.
This is Nic Cage. Yeah. This ain't Nicolas Cage. This is Nic Cage.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, it did change my life for the better. Too Fast.
Okay. So I'm going to give it a Too Fast as well. I feel like my Too Fast is less enthusiastic. I almost want to say, because I was in between Fast and Too Fast in that, but I was like speeding. Like I'm fast, but like I'm going over.
Okay.
Because because like I said, I can't think of a thing that I didn't like about this movie.
Can't.
I thought the characters did good. The characters well developed. The actors,
they were funny good. At the times they needed to be funny.
The plot was good.
The plot was great.
So like there was nothing about this movie I didn't like. But if you were to say, like, Drew, is this one of your favorite movies? I'd probably be like, no.
Okay.
But so that's why it's like I enjoyed it. And
so are you okay? So you're too fast, but you're in the reverse to fast.
yeah, like
Okay.
I'm close.
Like
yeah,
your foot is on the. You're
yeah,
right here.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's it. My foot's on the accelerator. I'm playing some '80s rock, really just getting into the speed.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
because I really did enjoy it. But like I've recognized in doing these movies, there's a feeling I get when I watch certain movies, and I'm just like, this is amazing. And
Yeah.
like, that's not the feeling I got when I watched this movie, but I did really enjoy it.
Got it.
So yeah, so
Yeah. Like
I
this
felt like it was
movie.
better than Fast.
Okay. This movie and Life and like any horror movie,
Mhm.
like I can watch this movie over and over and over again.
Yeah,
I
that was
can.
cool. Well, and maybe that's where my difference is. Like, I probably couldn't watch it over and over again, but with time in between watches, I'll still enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
I had a blast watching it last night.
Okay, good.
I hadn't seen it in a
I
really
can
long
tell you
time.
this is
So.
probably my 5th or 6th time watching this
Okay,
movie.
cool. I've probably seen it I've probably seen it like three-ish times.
Okay.
Maybe. Like, I've seen it before.
Whereas I've seen Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's one of those movies, and this is they say this is the mark of a good movie where like you can turn it on at any point and then you're like you want to keep watching it. Okay, so now we're at the point we're doing Drew's best bits.
Ooh. Okay.
I am unsure of our score. I'll have that ready.
You're winning.
I know I'm winning. I don't know by how much. So we'll see.
He just wanted me to say you're winning.
Yeah, I'm winning. It's we'll see next week what the score is and how many CJ needs to get ahead. If they,
you know what, and we'll put it on there, and then we'll use the decoder to see.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I like about Nic Cage. And I don't know if this is why everyone else seems to like him and so call him, but this is what's appealing to me is for him as an actor is he's really good at playing like that he's an average guy in extraordinary circumstances, right?
Very much so.
Like actually a few weeks ago I randomly watched the second Ghost Rider, which a lot of people hated that movie.
I didn't.
And I thought it was pretty good.
I liked it.
And again, he was just this average guy who had, casually when he was a kid sold his soul to the devil and was dealing with the ramifications of that. And so in this movie, even though he's like this, brilliant, historian, top-notch scuba diver, guy with all the answers, there's a few moments where he just gives such an average guy reaction to it. And those were to me the funniest moments. And so I've picked 3 of the average guy Nic Cage reaction moments.
Okay.
And you're gonna pick my favorite of the 3.
Favorite average guy Nic Cage reaction moment.
Yes, it's highly specific. I just sometimes it's like funniest scene in the movie or most action. This one I was like,
No,
so this is very
favorite
specific. So
average Nic Cage reaction.
yes.
Okay.
So, and I think I did these in order of appearance of the movies. I might have not, but the first scene was when they're about to disperse, and he's like, because they're on the run from the bad guys, so he's gonna go some way, and then the 2 others, and so he says he's like, protect her and make sure nothing bad happens, and then the other guy is like we get murdered, and then he pauses, he's like, yeah. That'd be bad.
That'd be bad.
So that's scene 1. The second one is now when he's being chased by one of the bad guys, and I love that because they had a previous relationship. They used to work together, and so he's got the declaration. He's got the case for the Declaration of Opinion and of the independence, and the guy's like, hand it over, and so he just casually is like, here you go, Phil, and he throws it.
Yeah.
And I love how he calls him Phil. It makes me think that before they were enemies, maybe they had their own movie nights and hung out, and I don't know, here you go, Phil. So that's scene 2.
I remember that. Here you go. Yeah.
And then the last one happened pretty close to the end of the movie when they found the second exit out, and he busts through some random
oh yeah.
And then the person just looks at him and is like, "Hi, do you have a cell phone?" It was just so random.
Cell phone.
So, yeah. And so now I enjoyed all 3 of those. Which ones do you think brought me the most mirth and joy?
Mirth. Mirth. Yes. He knows I like words.
Yeah.
He knows I like words. I get excited when I hear.
Yeah.
Oh, the educator in me. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the first one was good for you. I think you were like, okay, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last one had you like, what the fuck? But I think the second one, because he threw it, and he said the man's name. And I think that probably threw you off. So I'm going to go with the second one.
You go with the second one?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was the third one.
Aw, boo. Damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Damn it. I
mean,
lost
We've
this.
done like over 30 episodes together, CJ. Can you not know the random average guy Nic Cage moments that I think is the best?
No. I was gonna go with the third one because I was like, because he's like, do you have a phone? But I was like, that suitcase, that probably would. That suitcase toss. I know you would be like, ha! I just thought you got a good guffaw out of that.
I did.
It was good.
All of them.
But the one that brought you the most mirth, right, was the cell phone. Okay, so I lost.
So no, it's okay. But yeah, so those were my scenes. That was a fun. So next week when you do National Treasure 2, you get to turn the table and see if I can, figure it out.
I do.
So
I do.
Well, thank you everyone who's watching, listening, present. Hope you enjoyed the movie. Hope you enjoy us talking about the movie. It'd be weird if you were listening to this and you didn't enjoy us talking about the movie. That would just be like, what are you doing with your life? Like, why are you here? And then so thank you guys, and we especially want to thank our sponsor, D&D Fit Apparel.
Oh, I thought I had on D&D, but I don't.
I'm not wearing any clothing, but
I can tell you this: I have lost my weight with my apparel.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, honey. I wish I could show y'all, but I've been working out and I might have to order some more.
There we go. Dude, listen, and
it is so comfortable.
I was driving back from a comedy show. I had a few shows and then I was driving back in my road shirt. I wore my gym creep shirt because it's comfortable. It's really good. Like, it's good fabric or whatever, and
it is so comfortable.
I don't know if you've ever walked into random gas stations between here and Illinois.
No,
wearing a gym creep shirt.
No,
you get looks.
You do.
People don't understand. But here's the crazy thing: because I did a lot of those reels and stuff like that. When I was in Memphis, which is where D&D is based out of and stuff like that, when I was sitting at a Panera Bread and I was also wearing my gym creep shirt because I was about to do a show with them for D&D Fitness, some random person in Panera recognized me. Like, you're the comedian, right? Because they saw me in my gym creep shirt.
I love that.
And that was really cool. And so I just I want to make sure we'll say this the next few episodes too, but how appreciative I am and we are for D&D Fitness.
Oh, I love them.
Kelly, the owner, I actually had a really cool messaging conversation with her today, and just
fun,
just such an encouragement. I've kind of told her more about how we're finishing up the podcast. We told her about kind of some life things we're going, and just a nice, encouraging person. And that's been one of my favorite parts about this podcast is
the partnership
with them. We apparently graduated high school the same year,
and y'all didn't know it.
Did not know each other. Then a few years ago, I ran into her at a comedy show that we did in Franklin, and she was talking. And then in talking after the show, it was like, "Oh, I went to Brentwood High School and I graduated 2006." And I was like, "Oh, me too." And we realized we never met each other. And
That's
then
crazy.
then through entertainment and stuff, we got. And so just a nice person. D&D Fitness. They're on any episode you're listening, you can see the link to them.
Their products are so good. I love. I don't have it on today, but their shirts, their ladies, if you're looking to work out in something that's comfortable, that doesn't ride, and especially ladies with the larger thighs that ride, it doesn't do any of that. It fits, the material is snug. And for some reason, it's sweating. It's not like sweat resistant or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's great. Whatever she got it going on.
She got it going on.
She got it going on, man.
Guys, the shirts are comfortable and they look cool. I don't have any good workout relation for y'all.
He doesn't like to wear his crop top.
No, I did. We did for one episode. I wore it and I felt naked. Well, I don't have a crop top, but I do have a sleeveless shirt, and I'm not Vin Diesel. I can't do sleeveless shirts. So next week we'll be covering National Treasure 2. We'll be bringing back a familiar face and a guest, and it will be a good time. And y'all, I hope you have a great week. I hope you if you have lemons, you turn them into lemonade, or you use your lemons to decipher a secret text and go on an amazing quest and find yourself a treasure.
Oh my God. Yes.
No matter what you do, I just hope you live your life 1/4 mile at a time.
Peace.